Howdy y'all, it's Seth, it's a Wednesday, and Aldi has more camping stuff in their aisle of fun. You know that aisle, the here today, gone tomorrow, get it while you can aisle. Well, I'm in the parking lot of an Aldi, and I'm gonna go get it while I can. One thing I know is they do have the stool and the canvas table back from last year. I actually reviewed those once upon a time. If you're on your phone or a tablet, you can check that out up here somewhere. If you're on a TV, I'll link it in the description for you. I'm gonna go buy some stuff. I saw they did have a 1-burner camp stove for like 16 bucks, and that's top on my list right now. So come along, let's see what I find, let's see what I buy, and let's check it out afterwards, right? All right, so I am back to slumming it in my driveway with a poorly edited video to get it up as quick as possible because this stuff, most of it came out today. And as you know with Aldi, once it goes, it goes. So I want to get this in front of you as fast as possible so you can decide if you want to own any of this, and you can run out to an Aldi as fast as possible and still have this stuff be there. First things first, the electric kettle. This was like 2 weeks ago when I picked up the coffee maker that I didn't know how to work. I mentioned that I should have gotten this so I could make hot water, and that it plugs into the car. Where is it? Right there. It plugs into the car. And this is now on sale. It was down like 20% off, so it was like 20 bucks instead of 25. And it was still in stock, which blows my mind. So I had to get one. And I've not opened any of this stuff, but we're gonna pop into the electric kettle real quick. And what I'll do, and the reason I'm doing this first, is because I've got my trunk open right there in my car, and I'm gonna actually boil some water while I'm covering the rest of the stuff so we can see how this works. So, okay, first things first, this is bigger than I thought it was gonna be. I mean, I was expecting something smaller and a lot of packaging, and this is much larger than I anticipated. I'm assuming the plug is inside. Because it wasn't in the box. So, yeah, you're getting an overview of the store, the unboxing. If this is your first time on my channel, it's like ADHD nightmare. I'm all over the place, but decently long, 2.5, 3 foot cord right there. Plugs into the car. Anyway, on-off switch, plugs in here. So we're gonna fill this up and get it going, pour it in there. Exciting stuff, right? You can fast forward, it's okay, I won't hold it against you. The gaskets are a little dirty on this, or just, maybe it's like factory dust. I don't know, can we zoom in? But I'm gonna risk it. I've drank worse water in my life, so we're gonna screw that back on. And I'm gonna go plug it in and turn it on and see how long it takes to heat up. Oh, there's a 1 and a 2. All right, my car is a mess because I'm just a guy and I work out of this thing, but I did have to turn it on so I can get some power. Oh, red light's a good sign. And then let's come here. Let's heat that up. Let's see how long that takes. And in the meantime, we're gonna look at the other Aldi stuff. Okay, back to the driveway, and this is something that really excited me at Aldi. It's an Adventure Ridge Hammock. Look at the picture of that thing right there. Yes, apparently this can hold 330 pounds. Now, here's the deal. If you weigh 330 pounds, you're gonna set this up and then you're gonna be on the ground. Because even though it'll hold it, it won't like tear, hopefully. You're gonna sink. Gravity does its gravity thing. As a bigger guy, trust me, hammocks are never where I put them unless I start them really, really tight. This was $15. So we're gonna see. I have a hammock in my camping gear that I spent a lot more than $15 on. I think I spent maybe $80 on the internet for it. Let's see. Okay, so these are the guy lines. These are, look at this. This is solid. I was expecting some like waxed rope or something. This is solid. Comes with the adjustment straps so you can loop it through. I hear a little metal, so it looks like it comes with the carabiners for... Look at this. Look at the girth on these things. Yeah. That's the word of the day, by the way. Look at that. That's solid. I don't know if I'll stuff it back in the sack. Oh, the sack is attached to the hammock. Genius. Okay. We've talked about camping before. If this is your first time here, orange is my favorite color to camp with. So I had to go with the orange and gray one. They had 3 or 4 different colors to choose from. This is solid. So I'm not hooking this up right now, again, in the interest of time. Basically, it is a rectangle, but it hooks each corner and then another 2 hooks on this corner to provide you that little basin to sleep in. I get a lot of camping coming up this summer, and we're gonna be testing all this stuff out. I just wanted to show you and get this stuff up, but I'm impressed with this. Just as far as like the fabric, the stitching, the material. Look at that, triple stitched right there. For the price, I mean, throw this in the yard and after you mow the lawn, just take a nap. Nothing ever goes back in the bag as good as it comes out of the bag, but I gotta be honest. This was close. All right, the next item I picked up really, really excited me, more so for the price than the item itself. This is a single burner butane camp stove in a case for 17 bucks. $17 for a camp stove. I should show you the front side of it. Look at that. Compact and easy to carry. It is relatively lightweight. Let's see what it weighs here. I'm guessing, yeah, 2.65 pounds right there. It's an aluminum camp stove. I'm gonna guarantee you the quality is gonna be meh, but I don't know, we gotta take a look. But still, for 17 bucks for a single burner stove, I mean, even if you're throwing this like on your back patio and just toasting marshmallows, it's a great price. The downfall here is we're not gonna be able to toast anything. This is a butane stove. Aldi does not sell butane canisters by itself. This does not come with one. And I stopped by 2 outdoor stores on my way home, and none of them had butane. Tractor Supply did have it, but it was only for like refilling a lighter, and I don't think that's the right canister, and I don't feel like blowing myself up today. First thing I notice, the case already cracked. I've just got this home out of the back of my car, just opened it for the first time. The case is cheap plastic, and these latches are cheap, but what do we have? All right, instruction manuals in many different languages. If you're wondering what a hornilla de butano portail is, that's that. And if you speak, I'm assuming Spanish, let me know how that was. Tennessee, we don't have a lot of Spanish speakers here, but when we do, we make it count. That was my Florida talking. Okay, and this is exactly what I thought it would be. Let me throw the case down. 1 single burner butane stove. Lock, unlock, and your temperature gauge right there. Your butane goes in right there. So that's that. It's a single burner stove. It's thin aluminum. And this thing was $17, $16.99 for a single burner. I mean, get it for the holidays, have everybody over for like Thanksgiving, put the food out on the porch, throw your casserole on the butane. Don't do it in the house or you'll kill everybody, but you know, consider it outside, unless you have CO detectors, but different. ADHD kicking in again, folks. So, not bad. But now, I want to show you something that I'm also excited about that I wanted to put on that camp stove, and that is a little cooking kit. Yeah, it's like a mess kit for one. 5 pieces, includes a lid with fry pan and saucepan with lid, and a kettle with lid, fry pan, and saucepan with lid. Reading is hard. Anyway, that's that information. Also relatively lightweight. Now you'd expect that from cheap aluminum. Oh, orange. I said I like orange, and look at that. I didn't even know. Didn't even know I was getting orange. I'm getting orange, which is nice at night because orange is easier to find than like black and gray and dark colors. So let's open this up. Cheap mesh bag. It's already scratching my fingers, but you know what? At least it keeps everything together, right? Let's see how this is. So far, it's relatively standard. A lot of paper. Sorry about the crinkly noises. You can just like fast forward or skip ahead or pretend it's Christmas morning and we're opening gifts or something. Pulling things out. Okay, look at this little... I do have a little kettle now. So I've got an electric kettle I can plug in, and I have a water kettle, which is honestly kind of nice. I do a lot of the dehydrated meals, and having something with a little spout there to pour and a lid might actually be nicer than using just a pot of water as I normally do, like this. So there's this. If you don't know how that works, the handles just kind of always grab them both or you will spill on yourself. Good size on this. Let's see if it says how big. That's bigger than the one I carry now. Oh, 2-quart saucepan. That is a 2-quart saucepan. Look at that. That's not bad. It's never gonna look this good again. It will just get all spoiled on the bottom there, but not bad. Lid, plastic handle, and I love that it's recessed instead of going around the outside. I find that travels a little bit better. And let's check out the fry pan. 7-inch fry pan. Is that what it says? Yeah, 7-inch. So that's, you know, it's the size of a child's face. How do I convey this to you? Americans will use anything but the metric system. Yeah, it's the size of a child's face, or 2 cat heads. I don't. Anyway, this is what happens when I roll without with minimal edits. This is me in 3D, and I'm either sorry for that or enjoy it. Depending on the comments I got on my last Aldi's video, you're kind of mixed. So just let me know, is it off-putting or is it delightfully different? So decent frying pan. Again, it's got the same type of handles. They fold in when you pack it up, and we're gonna pack it up now. That goes right in there. Fold those in. Take the stickers off eventually, but not right now. That goes right in there. And that's your little travel. I wouldn't want to be using this to make dinner for like a whole family or something. But if it's just you and one other person, or just you, it's sufficient if you're eating normal portions. What's your favorite camp food? Is it better than dehydrated food? Or if you like dehydrated food, go ahead and click my channel and check out some of my playlists, because I've eaten some of those for your amusement too. All right, let's go check on our water, see if it's boiling, and I will bounce out of here. All right, I did have it set on the 1 instead of the 2. I just wanted to know what we're working with here. Real time, it's been about 8 minutes. I don't know how long this video is gonna be. I will pop up some fade edits in there just in the interest of time and attention span. We are probably sitting at like 160 degrees. There's no steam coming out. So that was on the 1 setting. I'm gonna plug it back over on the 2, and I'm just gonna cut this and then come back to you and tell you how long that takes to actually get a boil here, if we ever actually get one. 4 minutes later, we're at a soft boil, but we're not exactly We're not exactly rolling here. I don't know. If you like mostly hot, warm coffee, this will do the trick. Oh, there's a little steam. So I'm guessing we're probably around 180, 190 right now. I should have brought a thermometer. 182. Thanks so much for watching. Until we meet each other again, happy trails.